Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. What is this? Happy Tuesday. Yeah. Happy Tuesday to you. Hey guys, listen, you can follow me on check me out on the podcast and all the major podcasts, whether that be iTunes or Spotify or Stitcher. Come check me out there if you're doing some driving. If you like to listen rather than hanging out on YouTube, come check me out there. You can also follow me on Twitter at crypto_siege, and siege is CEEJ. So guys, got some real interesting news this morning. Gosh, we got a couple of appointments that we got to get to, so I'm gonna hopefully I can knock this out fairly quick. Supposed to be a huge announcement from Ripple today. Supposed to be a major announcement today. I find it interesting that they're doing it on the 21st. A lot of interesting things going to happen on today, the 21st. I believe the travel rule thing becomes actually, in effect. In other words, you know, institution and exchanges have to be compliant. I believe that's today, July 21st, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that to be the case. All right, guys. So listen, I'm gonna knock out these things really quick, rapid fire like. I hope you enjoy them, and I will see you guys later on today as well. And I'll probably get to do a drive time video sometime this afternoon also. So that will be very cool as well. All right, guys. So listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. Let's do this. So shout out to Crypto Eddie for sharing this on Twitter. If I had to check that out first because the avatar has changed. So, but it says services including RippleNet and Visa B2B Connect will be critical in enabling operators to compete. Operators must trial new systems now and refresh their business models, or they will lose market shares in a highly commoditized post-pandemic environment. And this is a paragraph, if you will, from an article on papers.com, I believe. The papers, thepapers.com says B2B cross-border payments to grow by 30% to USD 35 trillion by 2022. Just 2 years, 35 trillion. And so this is a new study from Juniper Research has found that the total value of B2B cross-border payments will reach 35 trillion from a beer co-related low of 27 trillion in 2020, representing 30% growth. Wow, representing 30% growth. The new research, B2B payments, domestic and cross-border instant payments 2020 to 2025, identified that the instant payment services where funds settle in 10 seconds or less will account for 9.3% of B2B transactions by volume in 2022, up from 6% in 2020. However, instant payments will only account for 6.3% of B2B transactions by value in the same year, illustrating the predominantly low value of these payments due to low transaction limits. All right, so this is something that I want to show this article here, this paragraph here. All right, so the research shows how blockchain networks will increasingly disrupt existing payment types. How blockchain networks will increasingly disrupt existing payment types in the cross-border market, driven by requirements for increased efficiency and transparency from traditional money transfer operators. This efficiency, enabled by services including RippleNet and Visa B2B Connect, will be critical in enabling these operators to compete with innovative non-bank players. Operators must trial new systems now and refresh their business models, or they will lose market share in a highly commoditized post-pandemic environment. Nicely done. Nicely done, my friends at thepapers.com. And so that's just pointing out, look, you know, RippleNet is the disruptor. Visa is pivoting and deciding not to be left behind. And if the traditional operators, money transfer operators, they don't do the same, if they don't move forward, they're going to lose their market share. In the end, that is what it is. So thank you, Crypto Eddie, for always, as always, adding value to the XRP community on a daily basis. We definitely appreciate you. All right, so what was the other thing that I wanted to share with you guys? So I think this is pretty interesting as well. Alibaba Entrepreneurs Fund invest in Ripple partner Air Wallets, and this was shared with the community from the Cryptic Poet. Guys, definitely follow the Cryptic Poet on Twitter if you're not doing that. You definitely want to do that. This guy comes up with some good stuff, a tremendous value add to the community. He always comes up with some great information. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that big time. So where's that article at? I snatched it up. Here it is. So Alibaba Entrepreneurs Fund invests in Chinese cross-border fintech firm Air Wallets, which is a Ripple partner. That is pretty significant when you especially think about the previous income, the previous investment money that they got. So to get even more is, from Alibaba Investment Group is pretty significant. Air Wallets is a Hong Kong-based cross-border payments solution provider. Announced that it had closed a Series D fundraising round from Alibaba Entrepreneurs Fund. Air Wallets claimed that Alibaba Entrepreneurs Fund will accelerate the company's expansion of products, services, scale, and ecosystem, especially business growth in the greater China area. So in case you didn't know, started in 2015 by 4 Chinese founders in Melbourne. Air Wallets primarily provides platform-based enterprises with integrated cross-border payment solutions to meet the needs of the B2B and B2C markets. At present, Air Wallet services include 7 areas such as cross-border, e-commerce, online travel, logistics, international education, financial institutions, digital marketing, and online entertainment. Previously, Air Wallets completed $160 million Series D round financing in April of this year. Investors then in the previous round included ANZ Ventures, Salesforce Ventures, DST Global, Tencent Holdings, Sequoia Capital China, and Hill House Capital, and Horizons Ventures. And so they got some big time heavy hitters behind this platform, hoping to ensure its success. And yes, Ripple partners, right? Part of the Ripple net. So that is great news, obviously, with another company that's going to get some serious funding to continue to help it grow and evolve and compete in the marketplace. So this is, I'm not going to go over very much of this because this is a pretty long read, but this was a write-up done and pretty much a study about Ripple's involvement in the IS 20022, a step towards wider acceptance in the banking industry with a question mark. So in May of 2020, Ripple announced that it become part of the ISO 20022 standards body, a multi-part international standard set to replace Swift's current MT messages and aimed at a single standardized approach, methodology, process, and repository to be used by all financial standards initiatives. The ISO creates a common language and model for payments data globally, aiming to provide high-quality data and therefore high-quality payments, in particular for cross-border and high-value payments. This makes Ripple the first company focused on distributed ledger, DLT, distributed ledger technology, to join the new global standard for modern payments, right? Ripple over the past couple of years has been making some strides into the cross-border payments industry. Is that right? By leveraging off its distributed ledger technology solution, RippleNet. Distributed ledger technologies are said to have the potential to reduce costs of transactions and also speed up the transaction processing because they remove the need for a central authority or middleman like SWIFT. The migration to the ISO by SWIFT aims to replicate this for its member institutions by ensuring standardized messages across the payments processing value chain. Yeah, and so it's supposed to be something similar to what RippleNet offers, right? That would be the current part of it. According to Ripple, the world is converging on a new global standard, ISO, the de facto global data standard for modern payments. Ripple's ISO 2022 membership will allow customers to utilize RippleNet to access a network of global financial institutions and connect to one standardized API for all counterparty connections. By adhering to the ISO standard, further validation is provided to show the potential of DLT in the world of traditional finance and payments, as all financial institutions will by 2022 have to comply with the same payment standards mandate. And now this goes on to kind of compare Ripple versus SWIFT in the article. So I mean, look, it's a decent read. The most important part here is to understand that for me, being a part of the standards body for the ISO 20022 is significant for Ripple. Again, the only DLT and if you will, blockchain technology as part of the standards body. They're part of the standards body, right? Going forward, this is going to be absolutely huge for Ripple. The writing, my friends, is on the wall. You just have to pay attention to what's going on. So now listen, this announcement today, I don't know. We don't even know if they're supposed to be doing an announcement. We don't even know. But apparently someone got the word from someone on the inside somewhere that there's supposed to be an announcement today, which probably means it won't come until like Friday, so we shall wait and see. And, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully something does come out of it, but it will be hard to say for sure. Because right now, again, it is just rumor on the street. So shout out to Anders Lundberg, not a guy that's, he's always on Twitter and pointing out some very, important stuff, I think. So I think it's very cool that he, takes the time to add some value to the community. Anders Lundberg, thank you, my friend. This is a quote from a while back from Brad Garlinghouse. In a way, we're plumbers. You don't turn on the water until all the pipes are connected beneath the ground. You don't turn on the water until all the pipes are connected beneath the ground. You turn on the liquidity when the job is finished. The remittance is just turning on water in the sink for a couple of seconds as a test. Do you get what I'm saying? That's a powerful statement, my friends. The remittance is just turning on water in the sink for a couple of seconds as a test, right? So Brad is speaking to the bigger picture, and that remittances is just a small part. It's just a small part, guys. It truly is. What a powerful statement. I hope you guys can take that home, and I hope that resonates with you. Let me read that again one more time. You don't turn on the water until all the pipes connected. Let me read that again. You don't turn on the water until all the pipes are connected beneath the ground. You turn on the liquidity when the job is finished. The remittance is just turning on water in the sink for a couple of seconds as a test. Wow. Wow. That is a very, very powerful statement, my friends. All right, guys, listen, I am going to wrap up this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.